right, what is up, friends? We are back again for another winter photo shoot. I think this is episode 5 or 4, something like that. But today is Saturday, February 21st. It is actually my birthday today, so getting out for kind of a winter birthday photo shoot today. But yeah, it's 1:40 in the afternoon, and it is very sunny today. I just went out last night, and yeah, we got hit with a bunch of snow this past Thursday night. We got like 7 inches kind of all throughout this area. So wanted to come out on Saturday, just get out during the day and yeah, make use of kind of the fresh-ish, it's still kind of fresh snow on the ground here, but yeah, I'm actually out in Galesville right now, or not Galesville, Trempealeau. I was out in Galesville last night, but came out to Trempealeau today, and I came out here in the summer actually, and there's a nice bike trail, and there's like a junkyard over here with a bunch of like old cars and broken down trucks and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna kind of walk that bike trail again. Yeah, I did that in the summertime, and I got like crazy eaten up by mosquitoes. So there'll be none of that today. It's just cold. It's not too bad. It's like 25 right now. But yeah, I think, yeah, just gonna walk kind of through town here a little bit, get to the bike trail, and then yeah, just walk on that and see if we can't get some nice kind of winter photos. And we'll probably check out that junkyard again too. There should be some pretty cool shots. It should be cool to see that area or those scenes in kind of a different season. And yeah, it'll be nice not to get eaten alive by mosquitoes today. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. And then yeah, I'm planning on going out during the evening hours today as well. So that's the plan for today. So yeah, let's go get after it. Beautiful day today. Nice landscape scene there. Onto the trail here. Junkyard is coming up there. A couple landscape shots of this scene here. I like this kind of old building there. It's pretty cool. First shot kind of into the junkyard here. Took a vertical shot kind of right in here. I just like the depth of this. It's kind of the house back there as well. Thought that looked kind of cool. Crazy as well. I think I'm gonna get a shot in here too. Kind of like right in here. There's a junkyard. think I'm gonna get a shot looking up through here. Vertical probably. That'll look cool. This is pretty cool in here. Got like an old VW Beetle right there. And this was a spot in the summer episode. That Jeep Wrangler right there. I got in. This was like all overgrown with weeds. I got in there over in the summer for a pretty cool shot. But I'm gonna look around this. I think this Beetle is getting lit up really nicely right here. So I think I'm gonna work for a shot right in here. Kind of got down here in the thick of it. Get some shots of this Beetle here. Took a bunch of landscapes of this scene, just like this. Got really long shadows, good lighting, really cool. And I took some vertical shots in there. Also got some shots of the side door there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, really dope. Nice scene of the landowner's home through the trees here. Look pretty cool through there, getting lit up real nicely. Okay, I think I'm gonna start heading back towards the truck. I don't think I'm gonna wrap it up yet, guys, but I'm gonna turn around here. There's this is where we turned around last time. There's pretty much not much past this point, so yeah, I'm gonna just hit the trail on the way back here. Keep looking for shots. It is almost 3 o'clock. The sun is definitely getting low in the sky here. You guys can kind of see. But really nice day still. But yeah, almost 3. And I want to get back to the crib before we go out tonight, so just gonna start heading back and keep looking for some shots along the way here. At this same scene we were at before here, guys. I was just retaking this shot. We got some longer shadows, deeper shadows here, and I think I just wanted to make sure I got this one good. So yeah, I just took a vertical shot, just focusing on that building back there. Pretty much maxed out the zoom. A lot longer shadows now, so I think that turned out pretty good. Yeah, so literally a week ago, there's no snow on the ground. all the snow is gone. Just totally melted, but now it is back. So that's pretty awesome. Landscape here. It's a nice scene with some trucks. Simple scene. Last landscape here, guys. Nice yellow truck over there. We're gonna get back to the truck and head home, take a little break, and then get right back out here for the blue hour into the night. Okay, we are back in the truck here, guys. It is 3:30, so about an hour and a half there or something. Yeah, I think we got some really nice shots along the little bike path there and throughout Trempealeau here for this winter photo shoot. Yeah, I have not I got out one other time during the daytime hours this winter, so this is only the second time really of getting out during the actual daytime and taking photos, just because I've been hitting so much blue hour nighttime stuff lately. But my hair is so long, I need to get a haircut. But I thought it went well this afternoon. Honestly, really nice light. Sun is pretty low in the sky, and we got a little bit of clouds, so I was kind of trying to work with the shadows a little bit. And yeah, I really like those shots of kind of that Beetle, that old Volkswagen Beetle. That was pretty dope in there. That whole junkyard place is just so cool. The last photo shoot here we did over the summer, that was my first time kind of checking out that spot. I didn't even know it was out here. So I think that spot is super cool for photos. But yeah, like I was saying, we had basically no snow last week on the ground. There was literally nothing on the ground. And then yeah, this was a nice birthday present for me to have kind of just a ton of snow over this weekend. So it's been a nice little treat. But yeah, gonna head back to the crib here, guys, kind of refuel. And then sunset today is around 5:45, which is, yeah, it's crazy. Sunset is getting close to 6 o'clock now. So we're definitely coming out of the long winter night, getting into, springtime is almost here. So yeah, it's crazy, but it'll be winter here in Wisconsin until April. So, but yeah, gonna head back to the crib, refuel, and then get back out here for blue hour and sunset. So that's kind of the plan. And I'll just I'll see you guys for the next outing. All right, guys, real quick, I just saw this scene leaving town. Check this out. Beautiful landscape shot. Kind of got the yellow house in there too. Really dope. All right, what is up, guys? I am back out here in Onalaska right now. It is 5:20. So sunset is in about 20 minutes here. And yeah, there is some clouds kind of blocking the sun right now. But I'm gonna walk just up these streets, and there's like a bluff side here. So I'm gonna try and get some house shots with kind of the bluff in the background. And everything will be pretty lit up still decently for another 20-30 minutes here. And yeah, it should be, I think we should get some good shots. So yeah, check this out though, just from the truck. So those bluffs up there, just planning on getting right up kind of against those. So let's go get after it. Try and get up here before you lose a lot of light, so we can still kind of get the bluffs visible there. Got a nice landscape of this. Just looking down the road. Nice landscape here. All right, guys. Just walked around the block. Kind of took a while, but we're into blue hour now. Here's the sunset. I'm gonna get right up on this road, right next to the bluffs here, and look for some more shots. I think there'll be some good ones on the street going left here. Some nice landscapes right here. I'm gonna try and get a vertical shot like right here too. All these townhouses look pretty dope. Let me get back to the truck and probably change locations. All right, guys, back in the truck here. Quick little outing just here in Onalaska, little neighborhood walk. 6:20 right now, sun is down, and yeah, we're just losing our light here, but I did not get a chance to record everything on video that I wanted for you guys. I know it kind of cut off there while we were at like the best part of that, kind of at those townhomes, those like apartment buildings. Yeah, there was just some kind of busy traffic going on, so I didn't get as much video as I would have liked, but I'll kind of review that more during the photo review. We definitely got some good shots along those little townhomes, so that turned out pretty good. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't seeing a whole lot back there, and yeah, it wasn't like a crazy nice sunset with the clouds setting in, so it kind of is what it is. But I want to hit up one more spot before we wrap up this photo shoot episode here. So I'm gonna go somewhere else in town, probably just do a relatively quick walk here, and then yeah, we'll wrap it up and call it a night. So yeah, we'll just yeah, I'll see you guys at the next stop. Cool alleyway shot here. Took both landscape and portrait style, just focusing on the house. All Wind is cold. Got a vertical shot here. Pretty cool. My fingers are getting frozen, guys. I don't know how much longer I can take it. Frozen fingers are never fun. 7 o'clock right now. Probably gonna turn around here shortly. I was just gonna make this a quick walk anyway. Definitely getting time for dinner. Vertical shot right here, guys. Kind of looking at the back of this house, the light on. Went pretty wide with it. Lots of kind of dark shadows here. Alright, friends. It's 7:15 right now, and I'm gonna pack it in. I'm back in the truck anyway, so yeah, I'm cold and hungry. Alright, yeah, like I was saying, I could have kept going, but just yeah, it's getting cold and hungry. So overall, really good day worth of photos. And yeah, on this little night shoot throughout the north side here, yeah, I just love walking those alleyways, and I've been getting a lot of good shots, a lot of good nighttime shots, just kind of walking alleyways like that. And yeah, that little walk we took, I think that had a lot of cool kind of street lights. That one landscape that was really golden, that one was sweet. There was all kind of the fresh snow in the foreground. That one was really cool. But yeah, really satisfied with how today went, guys. We yeah, went out to Trempolo, and yesterday as well. It's been kind of a full Friday and Saturday worth of photos, so we've definitely been hitting it pretty hard here, at least throughout this weekend. And yeah, this was like the first, I'm pretty sure, yeah, yesterday and today, first kind of real photo shoot in February, just because we didn't have much snow. So definitely just kind of wanted to hit it hard while we had the good snow on the ground here, get in all the photos we can, because you never know when it's just gonna get warm again, and spring was just gonna be here. So yeah, happy with how today went, guys, for this Saturday. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed kind of tagging along here. And that's pretty much it for me. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me, guys. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys back at the crib for the photo review. What is up, friends? We are back in the crib here for the photo review of winter 2026, episode 5. And yeah, this was a pretty big one. I was pretty much out there all day throughout the day on, I believe this was, yeah, Saturday, February 21st. So it was get these cords figured out. Yeah, it was a kind of a good way to spend my birthday. Yeah, kind of just out there taking pictures all day. Yeah, I didn't really know if I didn't basically at this time. This was at the kind of near the end of February, so I wasn't really sure how much snow we would actually have left throughout the winter after this point. So I pretty much just wanted to make the most of this day and kind of this weekend. We recently had a little bit of snowfall kind of during that week, so that's why I kind of got out there for a majority of that day and just throughout that whole weekend. So, but yeah, started out and we went over to Trempolo there and just kind of walked that little bike path, bike trail. I had done that in the summertime, I believe it was, of last year, and I think I talked about that in the field footage, and just that whole kind of junkyard filled with cars and stuff. It's pretty cool, just a really cool photo spot to go to. And yeah, I wanted to just see what it looked like in the winter. And yeah, I will say, like, a lot of those shots kind of leading up to that junkyard area didn't really turn out as good as I thought they would. It was just a very, very bright sunny day. And yeah, it was a little bit tough to work with just like that harsh sunlight. But you guys will see that in these photos, and I can kind of talk about it more. And then, yeah, kind of just went back after that, took some photos just around town here, and then went across on the north side, I believe it was. Yeah, north side. And just wrapped up the night with some street photography, kind of just walking through the alleys down there, which actually turned out to be pretty cool. Just a really short walk I did, but I was seeing some pretty cool shots throughout that whole little walk on the north side. So yeah, full day worth of photos. It was a really nice day. I mean, it wasn't too cold or anything, but yeah, there was a bit of fresh snow on the ground and kind of on everything, so I wanted to at least get out there, for as long as I could and get as much as I could. And we do have a lot to review here. I think we can hop onto the screen, but I think I pulled out like around 100 photos from this whole shoot, and yeah, I have not been able to really pull or I guess go through and edit the majority of these, obviously, because it was like I said, full day. So there's lots of good ones throughout here. I'm just kind of scrolling up through these, and then yeah, you can see here, ended up on the north side. This is a little preview of the last episode to come here, but I'm going to try and keep this as concise as I can. And yeah, we'll just roll through some of the better ones that I pulled out from this shoot here. So let's get into it. But yeah, like I was saying in the beginning, a lot of the photos kind of leading up to this junkyard area, I don't know, they just didn't really particularly interest me that much. Like they weren't really that good. So I did pull out, or I did like this one though. This one was a pretty cool shot of this VW bug here. Really old cars, kind of just rusting away here in this junkyard, but just a really cool setting. And I got right up in there. I was kind of in the brush a little bit. I also like how this door is just a little bit open there. It was pretty cool. But really wide angle on this. I was at 17 or 18 millimeters on the lens. So super wide angle for that. And then just some vertical shots here. I was trying to pick up on this open, this kind of open door of this Ford van here. So just trying to pick up on that a little bit, but just took some verticals of that same scene. And then this is like the property owner's house. I'm just along the trail here, so I just picked up some landscape photos. I was just looking through, trying to find shots basically through all this brush, and trying to just frame things in a nice way. But you can kind of see how I was trying to frame that with the house being more or less the center point, and then kind of building that frame with all this brush. But it was a little bit difficult on that walk-in to work around all this stuff. So I was mainly just trying to look through a lot of this and see what I could see. But yeah, I went out to this location last summer, and totally everything obviously looks totally different. This Jeep Wrangler, I took a really cool photo of this in the brush as well last summer. And yeah, it's just this red on this Jeep just really stands out. It was like a really lush, like everything was lush green around it and stuff. But I don't really like this photo. That it's just like a ton of twigs and trees and stuff. It's just very busy. A lot of these photos, like I probably won't edit this one, but it's cool contrast in terms of like just the summer photo. I could have probably, if I spent a little bit more time kind of looking at this, I probably could have lined that up a bit better. But again, it was a little bit difficult with just all of this brush that I was trying to look through. And the fact that it was kind of midday or like mid-afternoon, sun was pretty harsh. Maybe if I was, here in the evening time or, just a little bit less harsh of light, all that brush maybe could have been a little bit more subtle. But I thought this was kind of a nice shot, just a landscape looking into this little driveway here with this shed. Really big old Ford truck there, tandem. Pretty cool. And then working our way back here on this bike path, just picked up some shots of this this old kind of building here. I just thought it looked kind of interesting, and I was looking at these bluff lines and stuff, just trying to see what I could capture. Kind of incorporating the landscape a little bit more here. But yeah, with maybe with a little bit of cropping, a bit of editing, some of these shots could pop a little bit more. But this one isn't too bad. I do like the view that this kind of gives. And then leaving town here, this is a pretty cool highlight of this little midday photo shoot. Was just actually leaving town, like driving out of town. I just saw this scene with this yellow house, and I don't think I had noticed this before or at any other time, but just really cool landscape shot with the road kind of going into the bluffs there. So it was pretty sweet. That house was just kind of positioned right on this hill, so it was an easy, kind of just parked my truck at this little gas station over here and just basically walked out in the middle of the road, took those shots. But yeah, those bluffs look really cool. Let's see here. Zoom in a little bit blurry on some of these probably, but that's pretty good focus. Yeah, these ones turned out. For just kind of hopping out my truck and just snapping these quick. These ones aren't too bad actually. And you can kind of see, like the sun was kind of setting more at this point, so a lot of like these shots on like the way back, it's like there's a bit more shadows and stuff, a little bit more contrast. So, but those are all the shots from midday or kind of like late afternoon. Get some water. And then, yeah, I pretty much just set out at, I don't know what time, that's probably around like, 5 o'clock, 5:30. And just set out kind of in my general neighborhood and just wanted to walk around. Mainly this little walk I took, I ended up walking like way more than I was planning to. Ended up doing like a really big loop around this kind of neighborhood. And, oh, my thing that I just had up on my wall just fell. Whatever. But yeah, I was planning on doing like kind of a short walk, but it turned into a very long walk. And I was mainly focused on these like apartment buildings. I had these in mind to kind of go to and take photos of, but it ended up just being a really long walk and didn't really get a ton of photos around the area except for the ones at the end here. But this shot wasn't too bad. I do like the bluffs kind of in the background here and the American flag kind of blowing. It looked pretty cool. And yeah, this car's light was kind of on, so decent shot there. But yeah, my main kind of focus at this point was just getting down here to these apartment buildings, or they're like townhomes. And I knew there was these street lights around this area that would provide kind of some artificial light to kind of light up these scenes. So that's really what I was planning for. But yeah, like I was saying, I just ended up walking like way more than I should have. I didn't realize how long these roads were. But yeah, some decent shots throughout here. Just trying to work with these street lights a bit. I did end up editing this shot. Thought this one is pretty nice. There's like this Amazon truck with its headlights on. I'll come into focus here in a second, maybe. But yeah, it's a pretty cool shot. Let's see if this will pop into focus. There we go. So yeah, a little bit of just some nice street scenes down here. This was, yeah, nice blue hour too. You know, the sun is set at this point. So this was basically right after sunset, picking up these nice shots against these townhomes. This is probably one of my most favorite shots of this little shoot here is this one. I think this frame was just perfect. Kind of lined it up here with this just single townhome with its light on in the front. You can kind of see like reflection of the sky a little bit in the windows, kind of getting lit up. That's pretty cool. But really nice blue hour throughout this, or at this scene. And then working our way to the end here, guys. Trying to keep a good pace here. But just picked up these shots of this other apartment building. I don't know if this will turn out, but this was just at nice blue hour, you know. Everything was getting lit up nicely, and this just subtle kind of blue tint. So wanted to pick up on just those lights coming through the windows. And then here we go, coming into the north side of La Crosse. Yeah, so I left my little neighborhood and then just went down and basically was just planning to walk down these kind of alleyways, see what I could see. And we picked up some decent shots throughout here. I was getting a bit worn out at this point, I will say. It's been a long day at this point. It's getting kind of tired, but still wanted to push through and get some of these shots down here. Just some nice kind of night photos just to wrap up the day. I thought this shot was kind of cool with the house light there. You can kind of see down the alley as well. Let's see if that'll pop into focus. There we go. And then final shots here, guys. Final shot. I thought this landscape was kind of crazy looking, just with all this snow, fresh snow here, and this is like another alleyway. So I just lined up this shot with this kind of swing set on the left, and obviously focused on this light, this alleyway light, and the way I don't know, just the lighting and the color gradient. This was like a yellow house or something, but everything looks just like this tint of orangish yellow. Just thought it was kind of cool. All that fresh snow and stuff. Pretty crazy looking. But that was the final kind of edit select there. I know that was a lot of photos to get through here, guys. But those are basically all the ones that I just selected out as more or less the good shots that came out of this whole day. But real quick, I'll just review some of the ones that didn't necessarily make the cut. Obviously, we had a lot here. You guys can see 600 photos throughout the whole day. But like I was saying, like you guys can see how bright it was at the beginning of the day here, kind of just roaming through Trempealeau. I was just picking up just street scenes, whatever I wanted to look at or whatever I was looking at, just capturing shots. Yep, this was kind of going leading up to, the shot was kind of decent, leading up to the junkyard. I wish these shots would have turned out, but I just did not like this shadow of the tree here. I don't know, it just kind of like going in, if you guys, yeah, just that very long shadow. It just breaks up the image. I didn't really like it. So sometimes that'll happen. I just did not notice that when I was actually taking the shot. But I was also just kind of looking around, taking everything in. And yeah, I was on the wrong white balance as well. I didn't manually set my white balance at that point until like this shot. So I was shooting on an off white balance. It's not that big of a deal, but that did kind of affect things. And then you guys saw all these. These were the good ones, kind of that bug. That was just a really nice frame. Then I zoomed in a bit on that like door. That was that was kind of cracked open there. You guys saw all of these. Saw all of these ones. Yeah, this shadow, I don't know. It just kind of, I was trying to maybe work around it a little bit, but there was really no way that I could kind of get around that shadow breaking up the image. Yeah, just mostly street scenes that didn't turn out throughout those. This were just some house shots, background in my neighborhood. A lot of those didn't turn out. So yeah, a lot of these images, these were like these long roads that I ended up walking down that I really didn't get many photos from. So I was getting taking a lot of photos that I was just kind of, seeing what I could get. But I will say that there are kind of a lot of just junk photos throughout this one. But you're going to have that. I mean, you can't really get away from the junk photos. It's going to happen. Just taking random stuff. This one was kind of cool, actually. Right at the end here, this guy just like popped out of his house. And I was like snagging the photos. I did not even notice that until I looked at this. But that could be a decent shot. Possibly worth an edit. And then, yeah, you guys saw all of these. The north side actually turned out pretty good. So that was a nice little shoot. And then this one didn't really turn out, but just looking at like the moon out there. So those are all the photos, guys. Real quick, I haven't edited most of these, but I will show you just real quick the one I did edit, which was this one, that bug, that VW bug there. So that was the final edit for this photo, and basically the only one I've gotten to. Wait, no, I did get to this one. Yeah, the apartments here. Wait, did I edit that? Yeah. That one was edited, right? Yeah. I don't know why that's saved in that format, but whatever. Yeah. Edited up this one as well of the Amazon truck delivery and the townhomes. So those are like the only two that I've gotten to from that shoot. Did edit up this recently from Galesville, previous photo shoot. And then, yeah, the gas station sign from the previous shoot here. So those were all of the photos, guys. Made it through in, I think, a decent amount of time there. we can get off the screen. Yeah, that was kind of a lot to work through, to be honest. When I was reviewing, when I was kind of trying to go through all those, I was like trying to break it down to a decent number, and I got to like 100. I was like, okay, whatever, but there will be a decent amount of those that I probably won't even make it. Like, they won't even make it to an edit format, because I'm probably gonna basically go through those again and then sample down to like the best, I don't know, 10 or 15. So the majority of those won't even probably get an edit or be like edit worthy. So it is what it is. But that's just what happens when you kind of go out for, I don't even know how many hours that was. Probably 4 to 5 like working hours during those three separate shoots during the day. So yeah, really long day. Lots of good photos throughout that one. Definitely wanted to make the most of it, because I did not know how much winter we were going to have left after this point. But yeah, since we're at the end of this episode, I'll just say, yeah, we got one more to go here, guys, for winter 2026. We'll have episode 6, which will be a big one, and that'll be the final episode for this season. We had I'll just say it, but we had a very large, very huge blizzard come through in the middle of March, literally directly middle of March, and I got out there for the entire day and had a lot of fun and got a ton of really good photos. You guys kind of got a little bit of a sneak preview of that first one in this episode, but that will be the final photo shoot episode for winter 2026. And yeah, that was pretty much it. We had basically that last blizzard, and then we're now into April, and it's pretty much, it's over. So we're moving right into it's springtime, and we'll get into the summer season here eventually once that finally rolls around, and I get out there again. But I've basically been, as far as what I've been doing now, is basically trying to just go over all of the previous photo shoots, all the previous kind of edit selects that I've worked through, and just kind of work through all of those edits. And yeah, that's essentially what I've been trying to do, and I've got a lot more to work through now with that final episode being a very large one. So, but I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I don't have much else to say, so stay tuned for the final episode coming up next, episode 6. It'll be a really good one. I know you guys will enjoy it. So, but yeah, thanks for sticking with me, guys. I do appreciate it. If you made it this far, you're an OG. Appreciate you. But yeah, that'll do it for me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.